Adam, you're going to get sick.
I believe I'm already sick. Give me the fire extinguisher. What the?
This time, it's no joke. The fire's burning through the hydraulic lines.
That sawdust with the hydraulic fluid's a nice little kind of wicky thing.
Yeah. Wiki.
I was thinking that we would drill up through here and bolt the top frame onto here.
With this design, the whole roof structure becomes part of the rocket rack.
Now, it turns out besides this legend, other people have strapped rockets to cars before, haven't they?
Yeah, there are world speed records that have occurred by using this.
In 1965, Walt Afrons built the first rocket-powered land speed car. Wingfoot Express 2 was initially designed with 10 JATO units, but that wasn't nearly enough. 25 rockets eventually blasted the car to an unofficial top speed of 605 miles per hour.
Of course, you have to remember that those are unusual cars. They're usually very long and
They're basically like rockets with wheels.
Yeah.
So this also begs the question, where do we fire this car off?
There are some lakes, dry lake beds to the south of here towards LA, so we'll probably try one of those first to see whether we can get access to something like that.
Jamie's having second thoughts about getting behind the wheel.
If this behaves like the legend says, we're going to have a 3 to 4,000 pound projectile out there. And I guess the other thing that I thought, with that in mind, if we do lose control of it, obviously we don't want to be in the car. So we're probably going to...
You don't want to be in the car?
I would love to be in the car. But
I think you should drive the car.
Well, I think I should too, but we've radio-controlled cars before, and it's a lot of fun.
So we'll make it radio-controlled?
Yeah, I think that's the safest way of dealing with it.
Oh, that's the coolest toy ever.
Yeah, it's a big kid's RC car. You want to do it?
It's not quite as simple as a radio-controlled toy. At 300 miles per hour, the forces on the steering servos will be immense.
Servos are motors that are positionable, so we can precisely control the steering on this. We need to have something pretty good, because if it's going that fast, we need to really be able to dial in on the aim, or it may go out of control.
The transmitter also has dangerous limitations.
One of the things is that these radio controls are only good for 1,000 meters or so, plus or minus.
About half a mile.
Yeah. For us to, if this thing is going 300 miles an hour, it's going to get out of range from us real quick, even if we're driving alongside. So we're probably going to have to think of ways of either getting we're going to have to go out and rent a really, really fast car, or we'll have to get a helicopter. It'd probably be the safest way of dealing with it. I'm going to try and start it.
All right. Yeah!
Jamie's going to need every bit of control when he hits top speed.
At 350 miles an hour, a Chevrolet Impala, all the windows will pop out of it and the roof will pull off.
Andy Granatelli knows all about speed. He holds 21 Hall of Fame records. Many were set in conventional vehicles. He claims the top speed for a street machine, an awesome 241 miles per hour. At this velocity, wind resistance is the biggest enemy.
The car would become airborne at a little over 200 miles an hour. The car would just raise the front of it up and would flip over. In other words, because the air would get underneath the front of the car.
Yeehaw!
Jamie plans to use the Chevy's hydraulics to combat those forces. Lowering the hood should give considerable aerodynamic efficiency. It will also help with what he's been told is the most vital factor.
The most difficult thing about this whole deal is probably getting this straight on the car. There's no real true center line that we know is actually the direction the car is going to go. We have, according to the experts, a 6-degree misalignment is going to put about 100 to 150 pounds of push on the tail of the car. That way.
All right.
Yeah, that's as good as anything. So that's right about 86. And that's right about 86.
Beautiful. Let's pack this puppy down.
I can't wait to set this thing off. I'm going to be in a helicopter, and I've never ridden in a helicopter before, radio controlling a 3,000 horsepower rocket-driven radio-controlled car.
What could be better? You know, you could just kill yourself when you were done, because it's just like, it ain't getting any better than that.
It's all going downhill from there.
Every Wednesday, the Mythbusters are back.
So much anticipation.
And putting myths to the ultimate test. Mythbusters, Wednesdays at 9, only on Discovery.
Hi, I'm Andy Granatelli, and you're watching Mythbusters.
And so the fun begins. It's such a treat to see the sunrise over the desert. What am I saying? It's a treat to fire over a rocket car in the desert.
Finally, all the pieces are coming together on the lake bed. With a bit of luck, we'll soon know if the JATO rocket myth is indeed possible.
I'm just setting the fail-safe on this. These radios actually leave an instruction with the receiver to return to a certain position if they should lose communication.
Yeah, I think so.
Jamie will be joined in the chopper by Eric Gates. He and his brother Dirk have over 20 years' experience in amateur rocketry. They plan to fire the motors by remote control.